Welcome to Veterans Archives, where we are dedicated to preserving the stories of our nation's heroes. We hope you enjoy this story. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like and share our videos. Check us out across all social media. Be sure to like and share those pages as well. And for more information, go to www.veteransarchives.org. Today is Thursday, October 23rd. We're talking with Bill Taft, who served in the United States Navy. So good afternoon, Bill.
Well, thank you, Bill. And what can I do for you?
Well, I'm glad that you had me out today. So we're gonna talk about your life a little bit. I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Go right ahead.
So we'll start with what's probably the easiest question, and that is, when and where were you born?
Battle Creek, Michigan. One of 10 kids that lived.
Uh-huh.
I'm the oldest. Now I'm the oldest boy because the other one lived to be 99. I'm trying to outlive him.
So what year were you born?
1929.
Okay. So you're catching up then.
96.
Yeah.
Right now, 96.
Yeah. So you grew up in that area then?
Battle Creek, yeah. Went to Battle Creek Central, played there football, and I ran track for him, and I'm still in the band. I played there, played Southwestern Band too, and I mixed it all together. I was just run, you know.
Well, what was it like growing up in a family with 10 kids? That's a lot of kids.
I'll tell you how bad it was. My oldest 5 that was still with us, they decided we're going to skip the high school diploma and stuff like that because we got to help Mom and Dad raise the younger 5, of which I was one.
Mm-hmm.
All of the younger 5 got to get their degree and graduate from Battle Creek Central. Our class was 475 people. So a big class, you know. So that's how that came about. So
you say you played sports in high school?
Oh yeah, played football and ran track.
Okay.
Plus I played the band. You figure that one out.
You were a busy guy. You were really busy.
You can talk all you want. I was so busy I didn't know one end. But you know what? I never missed work. Never missed a class. I was just very lucky. I had a good heart. I have a good body.
Yeah.
I take care of it. I don't do any of the unnecessary things like most people do. Smoke and drink and all that stuff. I don't do none of that.
Yeah.
I'm a loner. So when I was in high school, these guys kind of try to edge me around, you know. We don't, you know, you're different to the rest of us. I says, that's right. That's why I'm going to outlive all of you. Well, most of them are gone already.
That's right. Your class reunions are probably pretty small at this point.
Yes. Yeah. Well, see, I've been to 3 of them already. My oldest daughter, she's 72. She was a cheerleader for me. My oldest boy is 70, just turned 71, I believe, and he was a football player also under me.
Okay.
So I had those kids around me all the time, see?
Right.
And then the rest of them, they had their other thing to do in the school, so they did it. I never bothered them because they were in the same school I taught, so if they wanted me, they know where I was at.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about you got through high school and you graduated. And what did you do after graduation?
I went right in the Navy.
So you
I'll
joined
tell
the
you
Navy
why
right away.
I enlisted, because my brother was drafted with 5 kids on the way, or 5 kids with 1 on the way.
Oh, goodness.
So they sent him back for the Navy to go and have the wife have her 6th child. Well, once he had it, he came back to where he originally stayed in Alabama. Here, Russell, sorry. The quota for the Navy is full. Here's your rifle. You're going to Germany, 7th Army, Patton's Army, and you'll be over there until, well, he went over there in 2 years. He was shot.
Oh.
You know, searching buildings and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
They opened up the basement door, and sure enough, there was one guy at the bottom of the basement steps, and bang, shot him. So he spent 2 years in Germany in the hospital. He lost part of his intestines here on the left, above the leg, and also a kidney. Put him in the hospital there for 2 years. Then they sent him over to Indianapolis
Uh-huh.
to the hospital there. So he spent 2 years in the hospital. Now, can you imagine a wife with 6 kids, and in order to see her husband, she'd have to drive 250 miles every week one way and then back 250.
Right.
So that's 500 miles she had to do. Well, she didn't outlive him. She finally passed away, but the kids all grew up.
Uh-huh.
I'm from a large family, so like I said, with youngest 5 all got their degree, and
Yeah.
the only way I was going to get a degree the way I wanted it was to enlist.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to be pushed around like Russell was, because I know what would have happened. I'd have been on the carriers, I'd have been on Korea and all that stuff. So I'll do it my way. So I enlisted. They treated me like it. When I was in boot camp, it was like I was the oldest officer in that squad.
Right.
That's the way they treated me. I'm only 18 years old.
Yeah.
They really treated me good, of course. I never give anybody any smalt. I did everything right up to snuff. We had those roll them clothes up, and all that kind of stuff.
All that stuff you have to do in boot camp, right?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to boot camp?
Great Lakes.
Okay.
I was there. I went in there in June,
Uh-huh.
and I enlisted in Battle Creek. Got over there in June, and it didn't leave there till December.
Okay.
But I went aircraft engine mechanic to learn all that stuff about props. And they never had this jets and all that stuff at that time.
Right.
They had barely got them when I left, which was 52.
Mm-hmm.
But I did make up for it by playing football and softball.
Okay.
I got all kinds of writings.
So you played football in the Navy then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We won the Naval District Championship, which is north of Boston. On all the base teams, we won it twice in a row. I was a leading running back.
Uh-huh.
Then I get down here back home, and I go back to Western Michigan. I said, I might just well go out for the football team, see if I can make it. I know I'm going to be a walk-on. I'm not going to try to trample over everybody else that's already there. I'll just make myself ready, and if they need me, they'll use me. So we're playing Toledo, Ohio. They're number 1 in our league. Well, I hadn't played that league yet, so I just said, well, I'll take whatever you offer me. So some of the schools were state champions. So that's 5 schools. You might as well say we lost that, see?
Yeah.
If I hadn't had that, my record would be super,
Exactly.
So then that took care of that. So after the 3rd week we was up there, 3rd month, I should say, 3rd year, we got to be 6-0. 6-0. Gave me that plaque up there, Coach of the Year right there, that little one with football on it. But downtown in Lansing, they got it all inscribed in the big football.
Mm-hmm.
My name, William Howard Taft, Sr.
So I want to go back, though, to your time in the Navy. How long were you in the Navy for?
4 years.
4 years.
Right to the day.
So you enlisted in 48.
Pardon? I started in 48 and got out in 52.
Okay. And so so I know you played football. I know you played softball.
Right.
What else did you do while you were in the Navy?
Well, here's what they did. They was going to keep me under no circumstances. They're going to keep me there, see? Because I could have, I got pictures where there's 2 carriers right there at the base.
Yeah.
And those 2 carriers went to Korea, believe it or not, and they had to change the top for the landing of the planes. Mm-hmm. So I knew I was going to be on there because they told me I was going to be on there.
Right.
So I'll tell you what they did. I was in FASRON 101, FASRON Fleet Aircraft Service Squadron 101, and that had those P2V2s. Mm-hmm. Big plane, wouldn't glide, all that kind of stuff. You're going to get this team ready. They're coming up from Florida. They're all chiefs from each individual part of the squadron and part of the base and so on. They're coming to go to Reykjavik, Iceland. Now you don't have more than, you don't have over 6 months left So you're not going to go you're going to help these guys get on that plane, get out, fly, you know. So they got out there 100 miles at sea, at Atlantic Sea, Atlantic Ocean, turned around, came back, lousy weather, rainy, dark, couldn't see too well.
Yeah, at this time they didn't have a lot of the fancy stuff on there, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so they'd turn around.
So he tried to bring it in on one engine. He used up half his runway trying to land it. Well, he knew it'd never stop before he got to the end of the runway, right?
Yeah.
So I guess he got a little nervous. He pulled back out. He said, we're going to try to go around again and use more of that runway. Pulled the throttle back. That plane goes upside down right there.
Oh.
All those guys died in that
no.
airplane. Caught fire and they burned right up. I don't forget those things.
No.
Another thing we had a biggest robbery in the United States at that time. They came to our base and robbed our banker that was bringing us money. And they came off the Narragansett Bay, which is right across from Newport, to Quonset. They took a boat over and got off. And here's the guy with a vault with all the money. They got all that money. They got back in their boat, and away they went. And 20 years later, it took them to catch him.
Took them 20 years to catch him, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they spent that money, though.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
So what base were you at then?
Quonset Point,
Okay, all right,
Rhode Island.
okay. Nice small base, was it? Or
Well, it's a nice air base.
Yeah.
Right on. This is Narragansett Bay here. So we're here, and Newport was right here, and this is the ocean here.
Okay.
So this is Providence back here. So I got there in December after taking about 4 days getting there, you know.
Right.
I had to take a bus out there and get it. And they welcomed me in, and the more they talked to me, the more they seemed to like me. So here's what we're going to do for you, William. You're going to take care, because you play football for me, we're going to assign the gymnasium to you. So all you got to do is be in there during the day. You don't even have to come near the squadron. We'll check you out. You come in, you take care of that gym. Anybody comes in for whatever they want, swimming or maybe a weightlifting or something like that, you just oversee all that stuff and make sure that there's papers and all that stuff is cleaned up. Well, that gave me a good chance to be a punter, see?
Yeah.
Because I was a kid when I carried that football around at home at Battle Creek. I was kicking that ball all over the area. So that's what made me stay with it. Well, we were playing Patuxent River. That's District 2. That's in down on the outside of the state of Michigan, or state of United States.
Yeah, down by New Jersey, is it?
Yeah, no, it's farther south than that. Anyway, we had played Patuxent River. They were like the #1 team from that area. That's District 2. So they came out to play us. Well, they had a little better team than we did, so I ended up on where the goalposts are, going to kick away from the goalpost because I was a punter, see?
Yeah.
60-some yards later, spiral. See, I taught myself to kick that ball as a spiral. Well, it went over all their heads. They couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
First thing I heard from this commander is, said, how would you like to go to Alabama and play on a college team? I'll get you all the books, all the paperwork and everything. And I said, I'd like to do that, but I'm already challenged by my first girlfriend that wants to get married.
Yeah.
And I was never one to chase around with all kind of girls. I mean, I got pictures of them, but that's as far as I went. So they kept me there in the gym.
Uh-oh.
Get it off. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
So I made the team. I walked on at Western, and I was 26.
So you got out of the Navy And then
got
you
married,
got married.
and got a job at Kellogg's.
Okay. Now, did you meet your wife in Battle Creek then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she was from Kalamazoo, see, and I met her. I get home, my sister says, why don't we go to Fort Custer's and dance out there? You can wear your Navy uniform.
Uh-huh.
I did that. The girl came up to me. I danced with her a couple times. I heard her say, gosh, I'd like to marry that guy. Well, I got to know her a little better. So after I got to Quonset, I decided I'm on a when I went back to Western Michigan, I decided I'm going to walk out and see if I can't make the football team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I made it. I was the second fastest guy in all the kids out there, 18, 19, 20 years old. I was 26. So I just said, they're ahead of me. I'm not going to try to force myself. If they want me, I'll be ready. I'll be ready. So we're going to play this team down in Ohio, Toledo, Ohio. They came to our place, and guess what? The first time he handed the ball, 63 yards later, whew, I was gone. Who the heck is that 27-year-old man
Right.
running like that? And we beat him.
Yeah.
We beat Toledo, yeah. I scored twice. My other half on the other side, he scored twice.
Uh-huh.
How can you beat it? Can't beat it. So
you were working at Kellogg at the time, though, right?
Oh, yeah,
and
every night.
You were working the nights.
From 10 at night until 6 every morning.
And then you would drive to Western.
The back roads, because
Right.
there was no 94 at that time.
Yeah.
Today I could take 94. It'd probably take me from Battle Creek probably 30 minutes,
Yeah.
because you can drive out there pretty good.
Yeah.
But no, I had to do all the things that were hard to do. You know?
Right. That's a long day.
Oh,
And then you're playing football too.
I went out for the football team, made it, so then after practice, I'd run in, take a shower, jump in my car, drive home, get home. I said, I'm not very hungry. Don't make me a lot of lunch. I'm going to lay down, wake me up by 9 o'clock so I'd be at the job at 10 with my stomach, you know. Never had a missed day or nothing.
So how long did you
4 years.
4 years of this?
Huh?
4 years.
4 straight years.
Wow.
That's a lot of time.
And what'd you get your degree in?
The easiest thing I could think of at that time.
Yeah. I think we all do that.
Well, I wanted to be in sports.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, I got it in, what do they call that? I had my own classes and everything in the classroom. We had all the equipment in the gym.
Uh-huh.
You know, and as the accidents happened, they got rid of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I'm fighting a half a gym with another woman, because she has half the gym too. So finally, they're out there building that school now. They finally built me a wrestling room, and right above there, that picture is a picture they took of me and assigned, said that I was the one that originated the wrestling team there, and I had it for 4 years. We ended up 5th in the state.
So this was after college though, when you went to teach at the school?
Yeah, I got my degree, but I went to Charlotte first.
So you went to teach in Charlotte.
Same thing.
Okay.
Not so much phys ed though. It was more or less a classroom. Geography.
Okay.
Junior high.
All right. And did you coach in Charlotte?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had junior high, but I had an undefeated JV team when I left there because he wouldn't give me the job. So this guy he hired, the 8th man that he interviewed, took the job. He was that most valuable player from Central Michigan.
Uh-huh.
His name was, well, it's not necessary. He didn't win a ball game.
Yeah.
Then he quit. After I left there, I had my home and everything right there settling. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it happened because that moved me into this new school, see?
Right. So you went from Charlotte to
Waverly.
Waverly.
Yes.
Okay. And this was in the 60s then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were just building Waverly.
Well, see, they built a school in 61.
Yeah.
I got there in 62,
Okay.
but I went to the middle school, or junior high on Michigan Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay, I was there for 2 years. So I got elevated up to the head varsity football coach, but that made me, let's see, I was 3 years there. I was about 30.
Uh-huh.
So I elevated me there, and like I said, we had those 5 schools that I had to fight against, and rough schedule. I think we won 1, then we won 3, then we won 6. The 3 years.
Wow.
After that, they gave me that thing up there, which is a smaller replica of the big one. It's downtown in downtown coaches.
Uh-huh.
So they presented that big one, signed it, showed it to me, and gave me that little one up there. So that meant I had a full day there.
Right.
So all of a sudden, he put me in there, and that's when I ran that 63 yards. They couldn't believe it. Even the coaches said,
Right.
what he did with me, he said, hey, Bill, he says,
So this is back at Western, though, when you were
Western Michigan, yeah. He says to me, he says, Bill, we got a thing we want to do with your age. We got to have you run 30 yards this way, as hard as you can go. Then you can lop back here. Then you turn around again.
Yeah.
Lop back here. Again, we went there 8 or 9 times. He was checking my condition of me and my body and I was tip-top shape at that time.
Right. Right. Just got out of the Navy. So you end up at Waverly Schools, though,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And you were telling me you coached football there.
Yep.
But then
I had wrestling there.
right. And
Had to start the program.
you started the
everything.
program. They built the wrestling room and all that.
And
Yeah.
that's what that thing is up there for. They
Okay.
originally gave that to me.
And then in the middle of all that, something happened with the track coach.
Yeah, we were down 1 point. I say the basketball team was. So they're playing at East Lansing.
Uh-huh.
So the ball goes to the East Lansing far court. He bounces it once to the near court, bounced it once, and all the ball went through the ring. But see, there was no light on that backboard yet. Otherwise, it'd been too late, because the light would have been on before the ball got there.
Yeah.
Well, he went in there fighting those officials. He says, you guys are all wet and all whatever he said. I don't know. He was a religious man, but I'm so sorry for Jim. He was a heck of a nice guy. But I was his assistant, see.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as they wrote that letter, they elevated me to the track coach. No matter where we went with the same kids that I had back in junior high, we won everything we could do. I'm talking tournaments and stuff like that. Different schools around Lansing and everything. We won this. Finally, we won the Lake Championship 2 years before I left there, which was quite a. Then I went to work for Shaheen, drove cars for 24 years.
So how long did you work in the school system then? 30?
Well, I went 59
Uh-huh.
till 98.
Oh, so you were there for a long time.
61 to 98 at Waverly.
So 37 years of teaching.
That's about right. And those people there really loved me there.
So, Bill, when you were teaching at Waverly Schools, I was at Winans Elementary School.
Well, that's a nice school.
Yeah, I went there.
I went there and subbed a couple times after I got out of teaching.
Yeah, so I was there from first grade through through fifth grade, actually.
All right, what year was that?
So that would have been
Roughly.
70. Let's see. I was born in 65, so that would have been like 72.
Oh, that's what
through.
my son is.
Yeah.
Went to school. in
Mr.
72.
Flowers was the principal there.
Who?
Mr. Flowers.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
was the principal there.
I knew them all.
And I think I had Mrs. Price as a teacher and Mr. Reisner as a teacher.
Nice bunch of teachers.
Yeah. Mr. Reisner, I always remembered he would do two things. One, if you answered a question, he'd always go, "Would you bet your life on that?" Because he wanted you to be sure.
Yeah.
And the other thing was, if you messed up in his class, he would yell at you and tell you he'd nail your hide to the wall if you ever did that again.
But see, that's something I never did with my kids. I
Yeah.
never had to yell at them.
But he was a good teacher.
Oh yeah.
He was a great teacher.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And I subbed at Colt School after I retired.
Yep.
I went to the one over here, off from what is that road there? That's off Willow.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're rebuilding a new one in Lansing School District off Willow. That's going to be a peach of a school.
Yeah, Willow Street Elementary there.
That's right. That's going to be nice when it's done.
Yes, it is. And they're rebuilding.
Yeah, the one
They're rebuilding Winans.
You're right, exactly.
They're doing a lot of work on there. I substitute teach, so I was.
Good for you.
I went back and substituted in one of the classrooms I went to. So.
That's great.
Yeah. So anyway, you 37 years in teaching, and you know, the people listening can't see it, but you have all kinds of awards, and you were in the coaching.
That's
Hall
all
of,
full right there.
Yeah.
All the things I ever done.
And you're in the Coaching Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yep. Here in
that was
Lansing.
that.
That's that yellow plaque, right?
We just went through that. I was the number one they picked.
That's awesome.
And the guy next to me, I have a picture of it, but he was the only state championship basketball coach for Waverly. Odlum, his name was, Odlum.
Okay.
And he had 4 kids that went to Waverly. Okay, but a lot of them are Kellogg. I even went to play high school, summer sports for either Kellogg Company or GM, or I just, and then I played, I was a bowler and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
This guy came to me one day, he says, how would you like sub for me? I said, what's the matter? He said, well, something came up, I can't be there that night, so you want to go? And I said, yeah, I'll take your place. What? Well, it was over on the second one, the bowling alley right there.
Oh, the one right off from Grand River?
No, not the other one, before that.
Oh, gosh.
Before you get to Grand River.
Was it Joe Joseph's Pro Bowl?
That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I went there and I walked in and found the team that I was supposed to be subbing for, and I said, I'm your sub because he can't be here tonight. So I started bowling, and I just had one of the best nights I ever had. And he says, guess what? You just won the pot. $400.
Wow.
The luck was with me.
It's like you can't lose, Bill. 63-yard touchdown.
I never lost nothing.
State championships and $400 bucks.
No, I'm just so happy about everything. I got more things in the basement. It shows up, it hangs out. I got my license to be in the Navy and all that stuff,
Right,
that you got to go through. But I tell you, it's been the greatest life. And I have friends now like you and Bruce, and I feel like more of a out person, instead of being stuck. But I've been here for almost 5 years now, right here alone.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to keep things up, make it. It looks like it's been lived in. That's all I care about.
You have a comfortable home.
Oh,
That's
thank
what
you.
you have. It's very
And
comfortable.
a nice backyard. It's all bushed up that I went and raised, and
Yeah.
I mow the yard yet. But I fell on my knees volunteering because I camper. My second wife was a camper, so I married her, and these 2 girls I have are down camping with me at their place that they're going to have when I pass. Because they're the only thing in my family, my own family, that my own kids don't like to camp. They'd rather go to hotels and stuff like that.
Right. Well, there's so how many kids do you have total?
I have 6 right now.
Okay, and you got married right around the time you were in the Navy.
52.
52.
No, I got out of the Navy
out of the
first.
Navy.
Yeah, 52.
Yep, got married, and then how long were you married to your first wife?
About 25.
Okay, and you had children with her.
Oh yeah, we had 4 kids.
Okay.
The problem was she just ignored. She was sorry of being home all the time by herself. Well, the kids were at school.
Right.
And she had a job. I got her at Kellogg Company. All she had to do was hand out clean uniforms to people who worked in the packing department. Because they were the ones that handled all the food and everything, you know, the box and all that stuff. So, are we still in? Are we still all right?
Oh yeah, you're good. I'm just watching everything. So
That's good
you're
though.
Still good.
So I would like to have you read this if you get a chance.
Okay.
I can't let you go. It's the only copy I got right now. But that shows you right there what it looks like up there. This tells you about, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let me.
I'll
read that. I'll read that when we get done. Before I go.
And that's a picture of me, just like the one behind you.
Yeah.
They took a picture of me and hung that plaque up after they built the wrestling room and everything after I was already gone from wrestling.
Right. Yeah.
But that's all right. Hey, I originated the program, and we ended up 5th in the state.
Yeah.
In 3 years.
And that program is still there, right?
They still have it, but they're not going to win. You know why? All the junior high schools don't get no play. They don't play enough unless they want to watch your kids do this.
Yeah.
Well, I have a daughter. I have a granddaughter, my oldest one. She had 4 kids. And you know what she does? She lets them try anything they want to try, and she's with them like a homebody. Let's go here, let's go there. If you like it, fine. If you don't go back. We won't take you back there. So she lets them make their own decisions. That's what you got to do. Let the kid. Nobody told me I had to play football or anything. That's what I had upstairs, you know.
Yeah, you enjoyed it, and so you.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I still love it right now.
Yeah. What do you think of all the things you've done? What do you think the highlight of your life is? Like, what's something that you just
something for the kids?
Uh-huh.
I treated my kids like they were my own. I never had trouble with my own kids.
Right.
And I treated them the same way. So, like I said, the uniforms could be filthy. I wouldn't send them home with a boy to take them home to mother. I would spend a weekend washing them.
Yeah.
Drying them, folding them up, and putting on another where I had outside. Hey, they appreciated it. Those parents were good to me. Everybody was still good to me today. I could walk out there and somebody would say, "Hey, Coach, how you doing?" You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
you don't forget those kind of things.
You really left your mark on the.
That's what I did. I was always that way, and I was the only boy in my family. One was a state champion diver. When he went in the Air Force take him right with him when they had a swim meet. He drew that double way up there. You know, he was fantastic. From Battle Creek, but he could swim that lake out there.
Yeah.
Right there, he swam that lake when he was still in high school. The 2 trophies up there on the right, those are for wrestling. First and second year that I had it. Third year I was 31-7 total, and we were 5th in the state.
Wow, that's 31-7. That's a pretty good record.
In 3 years.
Yeah, that's.
But see, I give my credit to me because I had to think, how am I going to get these kids involved so they know anything their first league championship?
Yeah.
And they only lost 2 there. That's because they had to play Sexton and Eastern. Sexton and Eastern was just like this for 2 years. One and the other one. So I said, well, now they're gone. The kids are gone. Now it's our turn.
Right.
And that's what they did. They went out there and tore everybody we played. Everybody wrestled on our team. All made points of some sort. And that's how we won. But we had to play the league team too, so in the league, I should say.
Yeah.
But I don't think the wrestling is going to go too far in high school anymore because unless you're outside the perimeter of the Lansing area, they still have some outside schools that have junior high phys ed. That's what phys ed major. That's what I was. Yeah.
Okay.
You forget all this stuff here is all my wife's. I built this room on just for her, myself, in the summertime. This was donated to me by one of the kids, and I put that other thing above it. And then I got all those trophies up there, plus I got the thing in the basement that I still left a lot of, no way to put on a brick. I didn't want to put them on the brick.
So,
I built
I'm sorry. How long ago did you lose your wife?
about almost 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Second wife.
Your second wife, yeah.
First wife is already gone already.
Right.
Well, she went to Battle Creek and ran into her boyfriend from Kalamazoo that she knew in high school.
Oh.
And he was married, had 2 daughters, but he, let's see, he was my age. He might have been a year older than me, but he's gone. And so she went down there and married him. She's gone. And we're both cremated. They are.
Yeah.
And my wife is cremated. All her stuff is in that big music spot. So the rest of it's over there. Well, we had on that table in there.
Right.
So I separated that for my daughters, so that when this house is gone, they'll have everything out of here because they're going to sell it or they're going to take it.
Right. They'll know what's important.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why she don't want to take stuff down while I'm still alive. You know?
Right. Right.
See, those cabinets are full of nothing but Christmas stuff. There's 2 in the front room the same way, because my wife says, my second wife says, let's fill these things up. We'll buy it as we go along. That way we don't have to get it out.
Right. It'll be out.
No Christmas tree.
Right.
Well, I could have had it a little one, you know, out here.
Yeah. Well, I think we got sidetracked a little bit. You, because we were talking about you retired from the school district.
Yes.
And then you started driving cars.
Yes.
For Shaheen Chevrolet.
Yes.
And that's like if someone bought a car and they needed it taken somewhere, or you drove
exactly.
it? Okay.
I could either exchange it myself, or buy one. I'd have to take somebody with me. I would be the lead driver because I was the oldest one there at the time. Now, some of those guys are picky. I don't like when they're picking on you, you know.
Right.
I was the oldest man, so he says, why don't we get Shaheen? I heard this in a van. Why don't we get these 90-year-old drivers retired? Because he was like 85 or something like that. They're all gone now.
Yeah.
I just lived my life, you know, kept my mouth shut, and just lived my life just when I was taught, same thing.
Right.
Basketball coach walked in on one of my football meetings. I said, what are you guys doing here? He says, well, we come to tell the kids about basketball. Basketball is not here yet. This is my football program. If you want to talk to them, you wait till they get to you, because I have my rules. All I ask my kids to shave it good enough so I can fit that helmet. Once it's fit, I don't care what you do, as long as it fits your head, because that's the most important part of your body if you ever get hurt. And I played all those years, never got hurt.
Right.
So like I told you, we have a place down in Homer, Lighthouse Village they call it, beautiful campground. I've been there for 47 years, every weekend usually.
Yeah.
But what they do is they shut the water off, and it's just been shut off about a week now. But it's not part of the association of campers. So that means the state don't have anything to do with a lot of things unless it's something that they need or want. So we go down there. She'll be going down. We'll be going down probably Saturday, and winterize a trailer, just blow the lines all out and everything. And whatever else is done, we can get it done, Bill. But you know, guys like you is what I miss. Because I like to talk, I like to be around people that are enjoyable, that I know that they're not screwing around and getting in trouble or anything. I never had. The only thing I ever had in football was these kids were juniors. So the bus rule was, you ride on the bus, you come back on the bus. These 3 kids didn't play because we were playing Jackson, Lumen Christi. You know, that's that Catholic school down
they
there.
got a great team.
They had it until we beat them. I told the kids at halftime, I said, we're down 8-0 at halftime. I said, you know, boys, I've been down here 3 years now. I had to go home as a loser. I think we have the kids right now even though we're down 8 points, I think we got the kids. Fullback, you're going to have to run a little harder because we had snow on the ground. They wouldn't let our superintendent wouldn't let our kids shovel it off our field out there. So they got a hold of Jackson, and he said, well, we have a grader down here, and all we got to do is grade that field right down to the dirt. That's what they did. Now you ought to see that field. It's all beautifully.
Yeah, it's a nice field.
Oh,
that's for
gorgeous.
Sure. That is for
and
sure.
The one over there at college, little college on the way down towards south, they got an all-weather track field all painted out of the field. They never had to do nothing.
Yeah.
It's all done.
Yeah.
Really nice. Expensive, but it's nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, I just said, well, I'll do the best I can in everything I did. Sometimes you do it alone. Wrestling, I had to do it alone until I get it started.
Yep.
Those kids took off in there like I wanted them to. So they all followed me through
all
track.
Yeah.
And boy, did we wind up there. I imagine we had to win over 85 different, and we won the league championship before I got out of there too. So
that's incredible.
I got other. Well, there's one up there with a shoe. There's another one up there that is thankful for being part of it. All that. You should take a minute and look at those things before you leave.
When we get done, I want to look at your.
Well, absolutely. I'll show you some of these albums.
Yeah.
Even if all you got to do is look. But I was just a kid. When I went through junior high, they didn't think I was going to amount to much as far as a player. But, you know, some people grow.
Mm-hmm.
But I grew up to be a little older. But, boy, did I cash in.
Yeah, you learned how to play and you learned how to coach.
Yeah.
So with all that said, we've talked about a lot of stuff over the last hour. And so kind of as we wrap up the recording, I always ask the same question towards the end, and that is, for someone that's listening to your story or watching this, you know, years from now, what would you like to leave them with? What advice would you like to give to people?
Most important thing I did in my life is go to college, because I'm about the only one that went to college in my family. And I went with the idea I was going to enlist so I wouldn't be pushed around. This way here I could get into the area I wanted to be in. It's treated me very, very good. Everybody's been great with me. And we've won everything we tried to do with the same kids. If I could do that whole thing all over again with the same kids, I wouldn't hesitate a second.
Yeah.
The greatest kids I could ever have, because today they're not that way in junior high. They get noisy and you know they don't want to put their phone away. All that kind of stuff that you got to go through now.
Yeah.
In a way, they did me a favor because my wife divorced me. See, that's the reason I got out of football. I thought maybe football would bring her back home, because I'd already lost in wrestling with her. I mean, they gave up my wrestling.
Yeah.
So that wasn't the reason she left. She just ran into this boyfriend of hers that was still alive, and he was divorced, and so she wanted a divorce so she could marry him. And bingo. So now we're going to be cremated too, my wife and I. I have what I did for my wife, and I'll tell you right now if it's all right. I went out to cemetery here, west of the airport.
Yeah.
All right, if you take that road off Grand River and you go out like you're going to go to DeWitt, that first curve off that road, you come down this road, and before you make this turn, you look back, you'll see my bench already made up. I got all her stuff in there that's going to go in there. It's all cremations and all that with a little puppy dog and everything. And I'll be right next to it. It's all labeled, all painted inside and everything. It's black slate, so don't rust. And the top, it's all done in white. So if you're coming or going, you'll see it if you look for it.
Yeah.
It's right on the area where the vets are buried, you know, veterans part. And you see that just before you make this turn straight, or you make this turn back, you can look backward and see it. I had it headed toward the airport, so that every time the plane takes off, he takes right off over my head.
Well, there you go. You can watch people going on vacation. So
We used to go out and watch them, but see, they don't allow that.
right.
Yeah.
Right, not anymore. Well, Bill, I appreciate you taking time this afternoon to
I'd
talk
take
with
more time as long as you don't get bored.
me. No. So we'll wrap up the recording, and then I want to take a look at some of your stuff. And then
Well,
I'll-
yeah, that'd be fine. I want you to read that article, then you see what kind of life I really had.
Yeah.
What we just went through here.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Well, anytime.
All right.
Anytime I can help you out, you just holler, because I got a lot of things.
I will do that. All right.
Thank you for watching Veterans Archives. We hope you enjoyed this veteran story. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button, like and share our videos, as well as checking us out on social media. We're on Facebook and TikTok, LinkedIn, X, and Instagram. Be sure to check out those pages, share, and like. And for more information about what we do, go to www.veteransarchives.org.